Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry, a little late here. Little late. I'm on pickup artist time. Anyway, yeah, I had to finish up some coaching videos, so got to. No, don't. This is a tripod. I know what you guys are thinking. That's a tripod, and was shooting some coaching videos, so I had to wrap those up. But welcome to the live stream here. And again, I'm about 8 minutes late here. Looks like, and we're about to get started. I am going to take a quick shot for my IG, as usual. What are you guys up to tonight? It's Friday night. So we're going to do it for about 45 minutes. It's 6:38 here in California. So I'm going to roll on here for about 45 minutes, and then I got to get rolling because I'm going to dinner with my girl tonight. Well, one of them. And yeah, whenever I say girl, guys, it's when I'm with my girl, it's usually somebody in my rotation. I call them all the same thing. I'm just coming with my girl. That way they don't bother me. They don't try to do this pecking order shit. Like, oh, you called her your girl, but you could just call me Sally or whatever it is. Yeah, I don't like that. So I'm just like, oh, my girl, going out with my girl. Oh man. Oh, I think I'll take this screenshot of this. All right, let's get that going. There we go. For IG. Ah, that's not good. Let's do that one again. I'm like crooked here, man. Who's Dota 74? Rock on. He's with me. All right, right. Man, I'm turning into a chick like this. All right. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna put. We are live at the 33 Secrets. All right, load up your questions, fellas. We're live at the 33 Secrets. On YouTube. Oh, it's on YouTube. I should capitalize that. Yeah, man. Okay. Oh, and by the way, fellas, I am at home again. Just for all you who are curious, we're live at the 30. Okay, we're live at the 33 Secrets on YouTube. Yeah, I am actually at home because I am seemingly getting that shit a lot. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, I'm at home. But I am going to be taking a trip. Just a quick. Actually, I'm going to be going to Los Angeles. Taking a trip down to San Diego with a DeLorean. Probably this week. Why? Why not? Okay, here we go. All right, let me post this. Okay. I'll stop treating you guys like a single mom who treats her kids. Neglecting her kids. That's very nice. That's nice. Okay, let's rock and roll. Okay, 2021. Oh, let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin. What's going on here? Would I buy into Bitcoin right now? No. It's right now. It's too exciting. It's just too exciting. The time to buy Bitcoin would have been it would have been back in February, March when things were crashing. Obviously, will there be a pullback again? I really do believe so. There's going to be a pretty strong pullback. I mean, it's probably going to go a little bit higher. There's going to be a pullback, and I would not get in at this price. I would wait for a pullback. I can see Bitcoin probably maybe not this year, maybe not until like end of the year, or maybe not for a year from now, but it will drop back down. It might drop back down to as far as like 15, possibly. But I see it coming back down. I would not buy at $56,000 for Bitcoin, much less Ethereum. I'd stay off of Ethereum right now. Just crypto in general. Yeah, it's a little dangerous because you could buy Bitcoin today, and I mean it could be worth half of that value like a week from now. So be careful if you do. Be careful. You know that, Matt, stop giving advice. You know nothing about stocks and trading. Actually, I do. I have way more money in the market than you do, you broke fuck. What are you talking about? I invest all the time, dude. You know, you don't know how much I make, dude. I work with traders all the time. And initially, that's what I was getting involved in. So yeah, I absolutely know what I'm talking about. So the fact that you're even saying like you would know what you're talking about just tells me you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Until you have an audience, then we'll talk. All right, let's get off. Why does everyone talk about Bitcoin? Let's roll on to something else. Matt, what is the best hotel to pick up in Vegas? I would say Cosmo. Cosmo is my favorite, but it depends. It depends what type of girls you want to get to. What type of girls you want to get into. If you want to go dumpster diving, you could go down to the MGM. You know, you could go down to Casino Royale. You could do a little dumpster diving there, and you'll probably be successful. But Cosmo has been my favorite just because a lot of girls will take girls trips out to Vegas, and they will generally stay at like Cosmo or Aria. But Cosmo is my favorite because there's bars in there. There's a lot of seating there, and it's easy when girls are sitting to just like walk over and do a cold approach. And a lot of times they're down, right? It's Vegas. They're like, shit, I'm down. Who are you? You know, just as long as you don't come off socially awkward or anything like that. Yeah. So, okay, know nothing is, what a loser. This guy's obviously trolling. He's like, are you wearing a wig? No, that's my hair, in case you're wondering. But obviously this guy needs attention, too close to mommy. So yeah, he looks like he's pretty angry at his mother. So let's go ahead and remove him. See, you end up getting blocked, dude. You end up like, you're a moron, dude. It's like instead of and you wonder why your life is a failure, dude. What a fucking loser. It's sad. These guys can't see like how bad they're failing in life. Like he'd rather get that little 2-second dirty high by dropping comments like that. You'd rather get that little 2-second dirty high. Why? Because you're sucking in life. You suck at life. You're failing, dude. You're failing. But go ahead and keep hating though, because I'm living in your mind rent free, sucker. Living in your mind rent free, rent free, rent free. All right, let's report him to YouTube. This is harassing me. All right. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right, let's rock on. Em, what city do you live in? California. I have places in LA and San Francisco. Kaze Live. Matt, do you wear a wig? Does it look like a wig? That's all natural, son. All natural. I know you like it. Yeah. I have good genes in my family. My dad got his first gray hair when he was 60, like in his 60s. So all natural, no dye, all natural. Okay, but obviously you'll need to go too. If the girl's ugly, do you usually hit it from the back? I don't date ugly girls, man. Why would you even bother? Ass Man Butt says, M, get butt hurt easily? No, it's just you're on my live stream. Why are you wasting people's time? I'm going to call you out for that, dude. It's not getting butt hurt. It's calling you out for being a little bitch. So it sounds like, dude, you're self-projecting because obviously you're like, here goes another dude. Yeah, dude, we don't need you. Bye-bye. Do I want kids? Nope. I got kids. I got 2 dogs. But yeah, for all you guys Well, there were like 3 of them trying to hate on this already. Like I just jumped on. These guys like literally like waited to get on my live stream just to throw shade. How pathetic is your life to waste time to like wait on somebody's live stream just to throw shade? Sad, dude. It's sad that like you're sucking that bad. Super, super sad. And I'm being real. I'm being real, dude. I coach guys in self-development, dude. I'm just being real. All right. I got some super chats. I got to take care of this. All right. Al Smith with a $5 super chat. What's up, Matt? Does a woman pay attention to what kind of vehicle you drive? What goes through her head when she's looking at your vehicle? The same thing that goes through everybody's head, whether you're male or female, because a lot of people will judge you on how you dress, how you look, and especially what kind of car you drive. If it's like a piece of crap, it'll just reflect on like, oh, he must not be doing that well, right? But if it's a nice car, that will reflect on you too. And this is why you have a lot of guys that can't afford nice cars, like go out and like lease brand new cars that they can't afford because they want to present that they're living the life. So yeah, when I was younger, I kind of did that too, right? I was just like, I remember I bought a couple of Corvettes that I really couldn't afford at the time, but it's just, well, I like Corvettes, but it presents, like that you're living a certain lifestyle. So these days I could care less because I am actually successful now, and I don't feel like I need to prove that because I've proven it to myself. So I buy the cars I want. Like I bought the DeLorean. I could have bought a Ferrari for that money, like a used Ferrari if I wanted to, but I didn't. I could have bought. I wasn't too far from like a used Lambo even, but I wanted DeLorean, so I bought that. So it doesn't really matter to me these days. All of that stuff can be talked away with a game anyway. Ray Channel with a $5 super chat. Is it a good idea to get attention from girls by wearing fancy jewelry and clothes? Wait, wearing fancy jewelry and clothes, or is that asking for a gold digger? Is it cheating? Yeah, you're gonna draw a certain type of girl when you dress like that. So you have to dress in a way that makes you feel comfortable, that you like. I mean, if you like to wear that stuff for you, that's okay. But if you're wearing it to like draw attention to, you're going to draw a certain type of chick to you, if that makes sense, right? Same reason why I don't wear suits or anything like that. I mean, I could afford to buy Armani and wear like nice Italian suits, but it's just not my style of dressing. And it's not really the type of chick I'm looking to attract. That makes sense. So I just kind of like dress how I want. Touch of gray? No, I don't have any gray. Just over here. Like right here, I'm getting a little gray. And then I have like 3 hairs that are gray. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, my dad, like I said, even my grandfather didn't go gray until like early 60s. It was insane. People always thought like my dad was like dyeing his hair, and no, it was like he just thing about my dad is like he finds humor in everything. So he just always had like a great sense of humor. He doesn't take anything too seriously, and usually anything bad that happens, he forgets about it the next day. He doesn't really like, So I kind of like try to emulate that. I think I'm a little more serious than my dad at times, though. All right, John Joseph Gray the fourth. So my single mom that I found out that she had substance abuse and was engaged, but it turns out she said if I asked her out, wait, what? So my single mom that I told you about, I found out that she had substance abuse and was engaged. Okay, but it turns out she said if I asked her out and basically wanted to cheat before the substance. But it turns out she said if I asked her out. Wait, this doesn't make sense. I'm trying to read this, man. This is my single one. 1 second. All right, I'm not understanding that question, John. I just sort of read it 3 times. So I'm trying to understand. You guys, if you see this, let me know, and I'm happy to answer it. Okay, Mastermind 123 with a $5 super chat. How can I arrange to meet up with you in person so that you can help me work on my game? I'm not doing anything right now since the COVID shutdown. I did a few like really under the radar private boot camps while I was in Vegas, and I might do one of those in the future. But that's like for guys that are actually in my programs and stuff like that. So um, the best thing to do is to jump into 7 months to mastery first, because all my stuff is in there. But those are the guys that I took out, like guys who have been in my program, for at least a few months. So yeah, and that was totally incognito. But obviously the clubs are not open right now, so you'd have to do like day game or casino floor game and all that other fun stuff. Okay, Mr. Doctre with a 123 with a 4.99 super chat. Why do women who have friend zoned me keep texting me to meet for lunch, but I don't answer and just ignore them? Why do women who have friend zoned me keep texting me to meet for lunch? I don't answer and just ignore them. Is it the whole validation thing? Yeah, absolutely. She's just using you for free attention. Just did a coaching video on this tonight. I talked about basically the worst type of female that you could possibly have in your life is a female friend who has no intention of doing anything with you. Especially if you're in a position where most guys are, where they have no game, they don't know how to get out of that. So it's the worst thing that you could possibly do. Is like have a female friend. Yeah. I mean, unless you think you can make something of that. I mean, the fact that she's asking to meet for lunch and all this other stuff. I mean, that's good. I mean, you could. I mean, because if you're spending time with her, you could demonstrate value and all this other stuff to pump up her buying temperature. But a lot of guys don't have the skill to do that. So make sure you have the skill to do that if you're even going to spend an ounce of time with her, and make sure she's worth it. I mean, if she's not that hot or she's not that attractive, why bother? If you don't see anything with her, there's no point. All right. Let's see what else we got here. I know, Robert Gordon, I know your time is valuable, but I thought you was here to help, but that's cool. Help? What are you talking about? That's why I'm here, dude. I'm here to help. That's why I pump out these coaching videos, and I work like literally every single day. I sleep like 3 to 4 hours a night because I'm shooting coaching videos. I told you guys, I have another business where I'm acquiring websites and cash flow. I don't even need to do this anymore, but I'm doing it because I love being here. I love being part of the manosphere. But I could easily disappear and just live on a beach for the rest of my life at this point and just do pickup and game on myself. But yeah, I give out like 98% of my content's free on YouTube. So yeah, I have no clue what you're talking about. Yeah, I give out tons of free value for like absolutely free. When I have free time on IG, I try to message guys back. You have to understand, man, I have over 200,000 followers. And in my DM alone, I mean, there's like thousands of messages sitting there. And usually we respond to guys first that are actually in our programs. So if you're in our program and you let us know like, hey, I'm in my program. And then my VA is like, yeah, this guy confirmed he's in my program. I will do my best to answer those first. But obviously, I mean, I'm only human. There's only so many hours in the day. And I have family too. I have, again, I have another business. I have Cash and Gizmo to take care of. My other dog is handicapped right now, so I have to take care of him. And obviously, I have a 6-girl dating rotation. I have a life, right? I have a life. Excuse me. Bulldog mindset with the $20 super chat, man. All right, now I gotta pay you back for that, man. I'm gonna have to take you for lunch for that. What's up, brother? Get those likes up. Thank you very much. Good to see you here, John. I just did an interview with John on my Alpha Male Secrets channel, so make sure you check that out. It's on my Alpha Male Secrets channel. John's also a very knowledgeable guy, self-made millionaire, and these are the kind of guys you meet, man. When you get out of that like low value, lower conscious frame where you feel like you need to troll people because you need to get that 2-second dirty high. Otherwise, your life has no meaning. So you can have a good laugh tonight because your life has no meaning. You have no girls, you have no dates, you have no money, right? You're raised piss poorly by a single mom, weak father figure. That's the kind of shit you do, right? That's the kind of shit you do. But when you pull out of that, you're in higher conscious and you start getting your life in order and you start becoming a man and you mature, you will start to meet higher value men, right? And you'll stop hanging around all of these putzes that you're probably hanging around now that are just enabling that type of like schoolyard behavior. But bulldog mindset, follow him, and he's got a ton of value. So good to see you on here, John. Love it, man. Love it. Coldzilla with the $100. I'm not sure. Is that Lira? Hey, Matt. I just said my girl to find someone else because of a fight, and now she's all mad. What is the next step to make her fall for me again? All right. So you can't make anyone do anything, right? All you can do is insinuate and kind of lead them to that. So she has to come to that decision on her own because that way it'll be more powerful rather than you trying to force something. So so you just had a fight with her and she's pissed off at you. The best thing you could do is go no contact for a bit. Okay, don't pursue and don't chase, especially if you just had a fight and she's mad. Let her come to you. She needs to come to you because you don't want to get her to get into the habit of thinking that, oh, anytime I get mad, he'll just chase me. Anytime I get mad, he'll come knocking on my door. Instead, you want it the other way around. Like, hey, if I mess up, he goes away. Anytime I step out of line, he disappears. That has to be the frame that you set. Okay, it's all frame games at the end of the day. All right, John Joseph Gray. Okay, different clarification here. With $9.99 super chat, thank you again. Sorry, so here is a clarification. So she wanted to cheat on her engaged fiance with me, but that was before the substance abuse that she was going through. She just wanted to date me for my money. Okay, well, yeah, this girl is DG, man. This girl is the DG, guys. So she wanted to cheat on her engaged fiance. Huge red flag. This chick isn't even married yet. She's not even married yet. Chick is already cheating. And the fact that she has substance abuse, so she has looks like she has a drug problem, right? Yeah, this chick's DG. Yeah, she just wanted to date you for money, probably to buy more drugs. So why are you even messing with this chick? Right? She's just going to take you down. And if you have a substance abuse problem yourself, it's just going to get worse when you hang around with other people who have the same problem. Okay, so you need to get away from this girl. Sounds like bad news. Sounds like a lot of chaos, and there's nothing, like zero good that can come from this. Right? There's zero good. There's no reason to be messing with a chick like this. That's right. Sham sands, damaged goods. Is watching porn healthy? No. Go no fap. Do no fap, man. I don't fap. Don't need to. It lowers your testosterone levels. It gives you like this artificial high, and it inevitably is self-destructive, right? It's like taking a drug, and there are a lot of porn addicts out there. So and it keeps you from engaging in humanity in real life. It keeps you from doing these things. So yeah, no, you got to go no fap. Okay, just trying to find some more questions here. What does no fap means? It means no masturbation. Yeah, I can't even remember last time I watched porn, guys. It's like been that long. I can't remember. I think it was actually over a year ago because somebody sent me a link of something like it was like crazy, like some crazy crazy, like how bad like porn was getting or something. And he thought it'd be a good topic for a video, but I never did it. But yeah, I've always said like the more you don't get laid, the weirder type of porn you end up watching, right? And obviously, the more you don't like get laid, the more trolling you do, the more hating you do, the more envious and jealous you get over especially over a middle-aged pickup artist. Sad. Okay, let's see if we got any more here. What time is it? 7 o'clock. Okay, we'll go for another 15. Have you ever gamed in Europe? Yeah, plenty of European girls. London, Bristol. I'm supposed to go to Paris. One of my wingmen just moved to Paris. He was Parisian and he moved back, so I'm supposed to go visit him, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm not too big on travel. I mean, I can travel the world, which is crazy. I could like travel the world right now, and it's just not something that really interests me. I don't know. There's so much of the United States I haven't even seen, and I'm like, yeah, so that's never traveled me. But like, girls are like super into like international travel. Yeah, I don't like the TSA checks and yeah, I don't like too much overseas travel. Like domestic travel, I'm kind of down for that. I'm with a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Yep, with a $4.99 super chat. TRT opinion, much love. What's TRT? Ed, I don't understand some of these abbreviations. Let me see. Oh, testosterone. Okay, got it. Yeah, I'm all for natural, just getting your testosterone levels up naturally, more sleep, eat a cleaner diet. Those will do 10 times more good than taking any type of supplements. Yeah, I don't take supplements at all. I just try to eat as healthy as I can, and then just live a clean lifestyle and try to get sleep, even though I'm like averaging like 4 hours, sometimes 6 if I'm lucky, because I'm like working so much like crazy. Mastermind with a 123 with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. How should I handle women when they call me names? A lot of times women try to insult my intelligence, they insult my preferences, and it's rude. Well, what have I told you? It's always a shit test. Okay, it is always a shit test, right? They just want to shit test you, and they want to see if they could pull you out of your reality and pull you into theirs, right? No different than a troll, no different than somebody else who's failing at life, right? It's like they want to see if they could pull you out. So usually girls do this to shit test you, which is always why it like baffles me when guys shit test you. I'm like, dude, that's like so gay. I'm like, you're so in your feminine frame when you like troll another guy. It's like, dude, you're such a girly man. It's like, are you really that like insecure? Yeah, really? Do I threaten you that much that you need to like test me? I mean, because usually it's like hot girls who test you. It's like, really? So that's a shit test. That's usually a good sign if it's a girl. If it's a guy, it's just a sign that he's had poor parenting, weak father figure, poor male role models in his life, bad upbringing. Again, I don't blame the person. I blame their parents. Parents like really fucked up. Sure, their dads are kicking themselves. All right, Mastermind 123. So yeah, it's just a shit test, man. That's all it is. Bro, Ned M with a $50 super chat. Just a little something. Cheers, man. Everybody, give it up for Ned at this very moment. He just dropped a $50 super chat and didn't even ask a question. He just dropped that. And that's what I mean, man. Like, I love guys who are just like appreciate stuff and they're not like value leeching and like, oh, M, I know you've only sleep like 30 minutes a day. You know what? Don't answer my question for free. I know you got like thousands of students all around the world are like paying you money and you have like clients with like business owners and but I want my question answered. I want mine, and like value leeching. But Ned is the man, and it's guys like you that keep me going, right? It's guys like you that keep me going, and I really appreciate that, Ned. Ned M, everybody give it up for Ned. Thank you very, very much. Okay, Okay, John Joseph Gray with the 999 super chat. I did broke it. I did broke it off with her the end of last year, and I actually was truthful, have no dating experience at all, so I fell in her trap. It was a mistake that I definitely have learned from. Yeah, yeah. That chick is, I mean, beyond toxic, beyond the DG. She seems dangerous, right? She seems dangerous. I mean, any girl who abuses substance is pretty dangerous. All right. I remember I dated this like super hot girl in San Francisco. I really liked this girl, man, and it took me a while to get her. Had no idea she had a drug problem. She was like snorting coke in the bathroom type of thing. And I remember I found out one night. I don't know why I'm like slow sometimes. We drove downtown, like by the Tenderloin in San Francisco. It's like a really dangerous part of the city. Never go to. You should never go to. And we parked in some alley as she goes up in some building. I'm like, where are you going? She's like, I'll be right back. I just have to buy something. I'm like, in here? Why? It was like the middle of the night. I'm like, in here? And she was like, yeah. And meanwhile, all these like characters close in on us. I literally thought we were dead. And she goes up there. She was gone for like 10 minutes. I finally had to go up there and get her. And literally a drug deal was going down. And this hot blonde, like 27-year-old that, girl that I was on a date was like buying coke. And I'm like, yeah. Never again, man. Never again. More M21 with a $5 super chat. Matt, I want to ask you what you thought the most important key to getting sex from women, confidence. Also, why do women act interested and then ghost? Yeah, obviously confidence is important, but more important than that is your vibe. Lack of social awkwardness is also huge. There are a lot of guys that are pretty good looking. They got the LMS, looks money status, but then they're like they come off socially awkward, or they don't have social acuity. Like they might meet a girl and they'll start like pushing sex on her right away, or they'll start like talking dirty to her, and it's just not there yet. It comes off really creepy. So beyond self-confidence, it's just lack of social awkwardness. Just having that basic social calibration beyond just confidence. But that's what girls are looking for if they're going to make that 9-month potential investment in having sex with you and potentially getting pregnant by you. She wants to make sure, like, okay, this dude isn't freaking weird. He's not like odd, right? He's not creepy. I just want to make sure he's normal. A lot of these girls, they just want a guy who's normal. Okay, let's see here. Why do I feel like I'm missing the super chat? Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss any here. Yeah. Okay. Brendan Triasi with the $1.99 super chat. How do you deal with the blue pill family and friends? When they're like family, there's really not much you could do. You don't want to start, you don't want to start ruffling people's feathers in your family because you have to see them, right? Forever at reunions, Christmas, holidays. So you don't want to ruffle their feathers. You just kind of just be like, whatever. I don't really get into it with them. There's some blue pill people in my family. I just never talk about it. They're aware of my YouTube channel. We just never talk about it. I've had some friends, like if they're friends of yours and they're like, say they're like guy friends you hang out with a lot. Yeah, you could talk to them about it. But if they're especially blue pill, it will probably draw a line in the sand in your friendship, and you probably won't have much of a friendship. Juan Carlos with a 99-cent super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see what do we got here. More M21 with $2 super chat. I really appreciate that, guys. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so let's go another 10 minutes here. Bulldog Mindset claims he's 30, yet says he went to college over 20 years ago. No, I think he said he's like 30. I want to say 38 or 39. John, where are you? I believe he said he was like 38 or 39. Actually, saw one of his videos where he said that. So yeah, that would be about right. 20 years ago. No, I don't think he's lying about that. He probably said in his 30s. I don't know, but from the videos I've seen, he said he was like 39. So, John Joseph Gray with a 4.99 super chat. Thank you again. She was my very first ever crush. That was another reason also, but your videos definitely help a lot. Appreciate that. Yeah, you have to learn, man. You have to learn, and the only way to learn is to get out there and get experience. Are you going to get hurt? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. You're going to get hurt, man. Whenever you go for anything, you're going to get hurt. So, Marius Draconis, $5 super chat. You look 35 and handsome. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you looked older, gray, bald, dad bod, glasses, health issues, etc., how would it affect your game, and would your approach differ? Yeah, it would definitely. It would definitely change my way of approaching. If I mean, well, shit. I mean, it's hard to say unless you're in that position, because I mean, I really have had students who've looked like that and have just had the same vibe that I do, and they can pull it off. So it really boils back down to like, how do you feel about yourself? Have you accepted yourself? Because a lot of guys who have gray hair, they're balding, got the dad bod, glasses, and they have health issues. The reason why they don't do well is because they don't buy into their own frame. They don't accept themselves, right? They don't feel that they're enough. And you even see guys who are good looking, right? They're constantly like getting like surgeries and stuff like that, or they're obsessed with their body because they never feel that they're good enough. I mean, I've told you guys, I did the best. I did the best at game when I was broke and fat. Like I got fat at one point. That's when I did the best. I just had nothing to lose. I just didn't care, right? I had nothing to lose. And it seemed like once I started getting better shape and I started to become more successful financially, I felt like entitled. I felt more like, and I still do to this day. It's hard to shake that. I mean, I do, like, I get offended now. Like I didn't have that before. Sometimes I get offended if the chick can't see value. And I know I need to work game. It's just part of game, right? But even me, like this long in the game, at times I forget that. And I just get offended because I'm like, dude, I look at the girl like, are you an idiot? Right? I'm like, you got to be kidding. You're a waitress. I'm like, you really want to pass this up? I'm going to be talking about you on my videos about 10 years from now, girl. You watch when you end up DG. So yeah. Yeah, it just depends on your vibe, man. You have to have the right vibe. But obviously, if you're good looking, man, it's always going to kick open the door for you. But I've gamed with guys who are way better looking than me, especially in LA. These guys are like male models, and I'm like invisible when the girls look at us. I'm like totally invisible. And then I have to work game. I have to work a little bit harder and then talk their looks away, just because I have a better like MDM than they do. MDM stands for $1 Million Mouthpiece. It's like where you could just go on and on about any subject and just intrigue people, like mostly women, just verbally. Okay. Matt, what's your net worth? Enough to live in California, enough to live in San Francisco, live in Los Angeles, be debt free, have over a dozen employees internationally, afford a DeLorean, go Lambo shopping, live in Vegas for weeks at a time, months at a time, take random trips, retire. I'd rather not get into that number, but yeah, even if I told you the number, you wouldn't believe me. And then I would just bring more like hatership. But I have posted my income statements on my IG. So if you scroll down, I posted them in like a year ago, probably like late 2019. I posted my YouTube ad revenue and which has remained pretty consistent. So you could look on my IG at Matt Cross Official, look at my YouTube ad revenue from what I make from YouTube alone, which is just ad revenue. I mean, that's really nothing compared to what we do in like program sales and boot camps, coaching, and the other businesses I have. So yeah, you could gauge what I'm making. Also, I showed what I was making from my 33 secrets, so that's on there too. You can pretty much gauge. But it's funny, like when I get haters, like, oh no, lost his house in Cali and all this other stuff. Like, dude, where are you getting your like, dude? Do your research before you make yourself look ignorant. Go to my IG, it's on there. I'm pretty transparent. I don't hide anything, right? I got receipts upon receipts upon receipts. And I'm always willing to shoot more. I have no problem with that, man. Okay. Zathoras. Hey, I just wanted to vouch for your knowledge and advice on point. I have 5 women in my rotation, and it's a long way from where I was when I was acting like a beta when my ex dumped me a year ago. Laugh out loud. Yep. That's guys. It's like one moment you're in the dumps because your ex for 5 years just dumped you. You think the world is over. You're ready to hang yourself. And then you find the 33 secrets. You get into mastery, and less than a year later, you're like back on top. And all of a sudden, you have like all these women in your life on a dime. Things happen so fast. Don't just dumped you, man. You'll be back. Trust me, you'll be back. You'll always get the last laugh. All right, let's see what else we got here. I'm about to close up in a sec. Sorry, guys. I'm like half asleep right now too, just because I didn't get much sleep last night either. I'm just constantly moving, guys. I'm constantly either moving or working. It's just trying to add as much value as I can, just because life is short, and I know I'm not going to be here forever. Don't know if I'll have my memory forever either, because my grandmother just passed away from Alzheimer's, and she was like a mother to me, and that like hit me pretty hard. That happened early 2020. Yeah, that was a pretty rough week for me, and I just needed to take time to myself, and I didn't. I just kept working. Right? I kept working. It's funny, like I got like the most like hater messages and troll messages like during that week when my grandmother passed, and it's just like, dude, it's like, dude, I'm human, man. You know, yeah, I'm on YouTube. Yeah, I have lots of followers. Yeah, you may not like what I'm saying, but dude, I'm human. Okay. This is why I don't do this to other people. I don't treat other people how I would not want to be treated, right? Because you never know what somebody else is going through. You just don't. And I try to respect everybody for who they are. You know, even if they're different, I don't like their message. Even feminists, I don't like their message at all. I hate feminism, right? But I try to understand where they're coming from, and I don't just like go on their videos and try to like DM them like nasty, toxic shit, right? Because they're suffering in their own right, right? They might be suffering from something, or you know, it just like we're human, man. We're human, right? And you know, I'm Catholic. I'm not the perfect Catholic, obviously. I'm a sinner, as we all are. But I try to treat people how I would want to be treated too. You know, but that was a rough week, man, and I probably should have taken a break from work, because I was like, you know, my grandmother passed, and I'm trying to like, I'm just like, you know, having all these like memories of like childhood and how she used to walk me to school, and she was like a mother to me. And meanwhile, I'm like working from my phone, and I'm just trying to like get myself together, and I'm like getting like nasty messages at the same time, and it's like, dude, why are you even following my channel, man? You know, but again, it's like, dude, we're human. We're all just trying to live our lives, be happy, stay positive, and that's why I try to spread positive vibes, man. I'm not like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't call anybody out by name. I don't throw shade at people. I just don't do that, just because everybody's going through their own shit, right? Everybody's going through their own like hardships, whatever it is, right? Even Cash right now, Cash is handicapped, man. Cash can't walk on his back legs anymore. It's heartbreaking to see him like this. Carry him around with me 24/7. I take him on trips with me. That shit ain't easy, man. That shit ain't easy. And I'm at the same time like running my business, working my ass off, and I'm just trying to help you guys out, trying to add value. And I'm human. I'm human, right? Human just like you guys. Just because I do cold approach doesn't mean I'm not human. All right. Isaiah 34:16, the book for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Matt, my last time asking, do you believe and trust on Jesus who died for all your sins to save you from hell? Yes, of course. Jesus is my Lord and Savior. Is he yours? Yeah, hopefully he is. Sounds like he is. But yeah, Jesus died for our sins. I absolutely believe that. And he is our Lord and Savior. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Appreciate your message. Okay. Let's see. All right, wrap this up, fellas. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, and I'm like tired as balls too right now. I just want to go to sleep after this. I just want to go to sleep. But I promised my girl, well, one of the girls in my dating rotation, like she wanted to like go to this Mexican restaurant tonight. She's really wanting to go, and I'm like, okay. I try to keep my word too. Like, yeah, especially like these chicks who like they know what I do for a living and they date me anyway, and they're like, I'm kind of like just trying to keep everyone happy. Okay. Yeah, this is why I'm just taking an unnecessary trip in my DeLorean next week to San Diego. Is there a reason for this? Not really. I need to go by the service center in Huntington Beach. They're going to do like some work on it during the day for a couple hours, but then I'm just going to drive it to San Diego, and I'm not going to listen to the radio. I'm not going to watch YouTube. I'm not going to do shit but drive my car and enjoy it, enjoy my time machine, and enjoy the sunshine. It's supposed to be nice. And I'm hoping I could fit like my surfboard on the back and do some surfing, and if it's warm enough, and just sit out by the ocean. So yeah, if I head out there, Bulldog John, Bulldog Mindset, I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna shoot you a message on IG. The Tim 154711. Can you still get the beautiful women without the money? Yep. I've done that. I've done that because when I was 21, if you also look on my IG, when I was 21, I had a successful business at the time that kind of went belly up. But being 21, I took all my money and I bought a Ferrari at 21. That's also on my IG, by the way. I do have proof of that, so you can see that. So I bought a Ferrari at 21, and then right after I bought that car, the business went belly up, and I proceeded to go broke for the next few years, and I had no money, and I had to sell that car. And yeah, I was driving like a Ford. What was that car? Like a Ford Fiesta for like 6 months or something. And I was still picking up girls. I was taking girls out in my Ford Fiesta. Go from like a Ferrari to a Ford Fiesta. Didn't matter. So yeah, it's never hurt me. And on top of that, I don't really buy these girls anything. I mean, I really don't get them anything. Yeah, I don't buy them like jewelry. I just don't do stuff like that. That's like beta. Oh yeah, just to do this every once in a while. But yeah, I'm at home, guys. Gizmo. Yeah, Gizmo, Cash are like over there. They're waiting. There goes Giz. There he goes. They're like waiting to eat, waiting to be fed, and then I'm probably gonna take them with me tonight to my girl's place because I don't have a sitter for them. So yeah, I'm gonna take them to my girl's place tonight because I'm probably gonna hang out tomorrow too. Because I told her I was going up to take a trip in my DeLorean, and she really wanted to come too. Like three of the girls I'm seeing, like, I want to come. Never take me to the DeLorean. And I'm like, I kind of want to go by myself, girl. I'm like, I just want to be alone for a bit. Ever get in those moods? You just want to be alone, man. Marius Draconis, do you feel the urge to start a family, and do you feel pressured for time as your age? And do you do infield game with clients in LA and Vegas? Yeah, I've always done infield with clients in LA and Vegas. More recently, Vegas. It's been easier because you could do casino floor game and everything in Vegas is open. That's why I keep going back there. The lockdowns in California are retarded. Right now, there's outdoor dining. It's ridiculous. That's all that's open. Do you feel the urge to start a family? No, not really. I think I've mentioned this before. I had a younger brother and sister. So my younger brother and sister are like they were like babies. They were born when I was in high school. My mom had them late, and so I feel like I raised them throughout. Okay, yeah, I would film their shows and go to the PTA meetings and taught them how to throw a football and went to all their sporting events and class functions. And I used to take them to school, wake up early. I'm done with that. I don't want to do that anymore. So I feel like I've already gone through that dad stuff. I don't want to do it anymore. Plus, I have Cash and Gizmo. They're kind of like having kids, especially with Cash right now because he can't walk on his own without me. So it's kind of like having kids. So yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And I have a great time with the girls I'm seeing now. I have a great time when we just hang out and it's just us. Yeah. But no, I don't feel any pressure. But if you've never had that, though, if you've never experienced that, like what I experienced with my brother and sister, if you've never experienced that and you want that, then go do that, right? Go do that. I mean, it's pretty fulfilling. It's pretty fun. If I didn't have my brother and sister, would I have had kids? I probably would have wanted to. So yeah, it probably would have been a different story. But because they were so young, and I felt like I had done that dad thing for 10 years. Um, yeah, I got it out of my system. But 444, the chosen one. Are you 33 Mason? What do you think? I shouldn't even tease like that. No, I'm not. I'm not. Because all these rumors start when I do like the smallest dumbest shit. Like all these rumors start. He's Illuminati. Yeah, girls in Vegas are easier, man. They're easier because they're going out there just to party, and they know they are. The only downside about Vegas lately is most of the chicks out there have been coming with their boyfriends. I remember like on 2 occasions last time I was talking to a girl and like literally the boyfriend came running around the corner like I thought the guy was gonna bum rush me, like ran around the corner, like grabs his girl. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on? It just makes the guy look bad. Never do that, guys. Like he could have just walked up and been like, "Oh, cool, who's this?" Would have been like super badass on his part, like high value. Just not flinching like me talking to his girl. But no, the guy like flew around the corner, and of course I'm like good at diffusing those situations. I don't get upset. I understand where he's coming from. When I was blue pill, I probably would have done the same dumb shit. But so I was like, oh, I thought she was a little man. I'm foul. Name's Matt. I even introduced myself, and I'm like, oh, you should gamble at that table. I know the dealer, and yeah, just tell him I sent you over there. I'd like hook the guy up somehow, and then he's usually like pretty cool. Like, oh, this guy's cool. Okay, yeah, man, we're gonna be here later. You want to hang out? But yeah, like half the girls out there are coming out there with their boyfriends. Do you have experience picking up New York girls? Yeah, plenty. Not my favorite type of girl, to be honest with you. Thing I noticed about New York girls, like especially the type of girls that move to New York, just to live in New York, those are kind of the ones that I really don't like because those are the type of chicks that are like super snotty. They're like always virtue signaling, and they're just yeah, it's not my type of chick. And I like down to earth California type West Coast type chicks, or girls in the South or girls in the Midwest. Girls in the East Coast, I've never really kind of connected with well. I mean, I've been able to date a few, but it's just like we're just never like our values don't align. Advice on meeting women in San Diego, best areas, types of women. I would say the Gaslight District in San Diego. That's where I would likely head if I head up there next week, and I'll probably hit up John from Bulldog Mindset if I do that. Okay. What do you think about that? I'm not going to mention her name. What do you think about that girl's dating advice? Yeah, dude. Big red flag if you're getting dating advice from a chick and she's like got her titties hanging out. I mean, you don't see me doing my dating advice with like my crotch hanging out, do you? What does that tell you? Tells you that, I mean, she's just there for eyeballs. And sadly, a lot of these female dating coaches, they just get a lot of eyeballs just because of they do that, right? It's no different from being in a club. And their material, like overwhelmingly, I've listened to their material. Yeah, they got some good stuff, but I could, just because I've been teaching for so long, I see the undertone of what they're teaching is really is still protecting the sisterhood. So you guys who are like dumb enough to learn from these girls, they're still like there's some like underlying tones to their messages in a lot of their coaching videos where it's almost like they're blatantly still protecting the sisterhood. Where it's like, obviously I'm not doing that. I'm here to not do that, right? And in the meantime, it's like they're like doing a cash grab and like showing you their boobs. I mean, they like female dating coaches on YouTube to me are the equivalent of like OnlyFans, right? It's like the OnlyFans of YouTube peppered in with some dating advice. That's how I see these female dating coaches. Not all of them, but a whole lot of them. Anthony, $5 super chat. Okay, I already answered that one. Okay, see if there's any more here. Daniel Bianco with the $20 super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm 49. Really? You don't look 49. I'm 49 and single. New York City, losing weight, no game. Will 33 help me if I go all in? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, just read the testimonies from like guys who are in my program now. There's tons of them. They usually drop them in the YouTube comments, or a lot of times on my IG. I even posted like some testimonials I got from guys on my IG, and I should probably post more of it. But yeah, I mean, you're getting my best tips, tricks, strategies for how to do this, and I explain it in a way that's easy to understand, because there are obviously there are other dating coaches out there, pickup artists, who are just as good as I am, but they have like a very, very like methodical, like A, B, C, D, E, F way of like, you got to follow this, this, and this. And it's like, I just give it to you straight. And I try to be as simplistic as possible, because when you're approaching an attractive girl, believe me, you're going to have enough to think about, right? You're not going to have the mental patience or discipline to think of like A, B, C, D, E, and F. So I give you a method that is easy to just learn like that, and immediately start going out there and approaching. Actually, even in that first month of mastery, that's only $1. You could literally take what you learn in that first month and go start practicing it, which is what I want you to do, just so you can see that, oh shit, this works. And then you stay for the second month and the third month and the fourth month. So obviously, like, there's a lot of value even in that first month, where you can go out like literally the same day, if not that night, and just start practicing what I teach you in the first month alone. So yeah, test it out for yourself. It's only $1, man. Nothing to lose there. Nothing to lose there, man. But yeah, you'll do well. You'll do well, especially being in a major city like New York. You'll do well. And if you're from there, and you've lived there, the culture, what the people are like, the places to go, and you could start. I mean, you could hit the ground running. So that's awesome. Okay, yep, with a $4.99 super chat. What's the telltale sign you should bring a temporary season of monk mode to a halt to ensure you aren't mentally damaging yourself? The sign is when you start to get a little too irritable. You just start to get a little too angry for no reason. Yeah, you just start to get a little irritable. That's a sign that you need a break, right? And I'm talking from experience. Right? I feel like I'm kind of getting there. I'm kind of getting there. I actually did something out of character today. I snapped at my girl, like when she texted me a little, like, one too many times. And I was like, I told you I'm going to be there after I do my live stream. And she was like, oh, so is that 7? Is that 7:30? Is that 8? I'm like, probably somewhere around 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm like, I'll text you as soon as I'm done. And then she sent like 3 more like unnecessary texts. And I'm like, you're holding me back, and I kind of snapped at her a little bit. I felt a little bad, but yeah, that was a little out of character. And that's kind of a sign that, shit, I got to take a little bit of a break, which is what I'm doing next week. So yeah, usually that I would have taken a break a week ago, but I was like falling behind on some stuff. So I'm like, shit, I just got to bang this out. But that's a sign. It was you just get a little too irritable, a little too snappy, and you're kind of just getting, yeah. So you might have noticed it in my tone tonight, right? I'm just not as uppity as I normally am. But I'm still, I'm still pretty positive because I know like everything is attitude. So I still try to do everything with the best attitude I can. I just shot coaching videos before the live stream, and I put a smile on my face. I was kind of jumping around to get myself in the mood. And God, you bitch, you dragged me out. I'm gonna come out with a good attitude, like, girl, you look good, you smell good. Yeah, let's go enjoy dinner. And yeah, what have you been up to this week? So I'm going to go in with the right attitude because everything is attitude. As my ex-football coach always used to hammer into my head, it's all you just have to have a positive attitude. As hard as it is, you have to have a positive attitude. But when you start to get irritable, you need to give yourself a break, man. And it depends on like what type of break you need. Maybe you just need like a day or two to just do nothing. Give yourself a break. You felt like eating nachos for the last few weeks, but you're trying to be healthy. Just go eat those nachos, man. Give yourself a break, right? Don't be so hard on yourself. At 33 secrets, what is your lay count? If I wasn't so picky, I've said this before, if it wasn't so picky, I'd be in the thousands easily. I've had so many girls like literally take me home and I changed my mind. I just, I'm like super picky that way. And knock on wood, that is a big reason why I've never had kids out of wedlock. I haven't gotten any STDs. Yeah, it's amazing how much as I've gained that I'm like clean and healthy, and no kids. You see a lot of these other pickup artists, they got kids, right? Because they weren't so choosy. They're like, ooh, hot girl brought me home. I'm just having sex, but it should be in the thousands. With the amount of opportunities that I passed up, I was just like not feeling the girl for whatever reason, or I trust my gut a lot. I was like, there's something like a gut feelings tell me like not to sleep with this girl. So I passed up a lot, but still my lay count's like pretty high, and I'm not even really proud of that anymore, right? Because I'm getting like closer to God, and I'm just becoming more spiritual these days. But it's pretty high. I mean, even just having not slept with those thousands that I could have, it's still pretty high. So yeah, I put it in my sales material, but yeah, I'm not really proud of it. Jeff Biscamp. Hey Matt, how are things going? Hope all is well. God bless. God bless you too. Am I near the strip? No, I'm in California. I don't live in Vegas, guys. I'm looking at property there, but I don't live in Vegas. I live in California. I live in Los Angeles and San Francisco. At 33 Secrets, how do you manage multiple women at the same time? Like, do they all know about each other? Yeah, they all know about each other. They all know about each other just because I tell them. I'm pretty transparent, but those things have to be established in the beginning. So I did a coaching. Well, this is in my program too. I teach this called managing expectations. So there's a lot of managing expectations involved, and it usually happens in the beginning because if you don't set the expectations, these girls will get pretty pissed if you just flat out start like cheating on him. Yeah, I don't do that. Sue. Okay. Isaac Bethany with a 999 super chat. What up, M? My homie. Yo, was having trouble with his girl, and I showed him one of your videos, and he broke up with her when should have fed him more red pill knowledge. You know it. Thanks for the 999 super chat. Yeah, man. These guys, they gotta learn, man. They gotta learn. You guys gotta share some of these videos, man. But they gotta learn. All right, guys, my battery is going, and it's like 7:45 here, and I'm going to get rolling. So I appreciate you guys coming on live chat tonight. It was awesome, and yeah, man, it was fun. I always enjoy doing this and interacting with you guys. I wasn't even gonna live stream tonight, but I do like interacting. Hang out in the comments. Best ETFs to invest in this new administration. I'm holding AT&T and Spider, which is the S&P 500. But oh, I mean, well, AT&T is not an ETF; that's a dividend stock. But yeah, AT&T is a dividend stock. I'm holding a pretty good amount of shares in that, and over six figures in AT&T, because it just pays such a crazy dividend. It's like 7%. And then as far as ETFs, the main one that I'm holding is Spider, ticker symbol SPY, and I'm also holding another one. It's called I Russell Shares 500. I think it's like IWY is the ticker. And I bought these a few years ago, so they're doing phenomenal. But those are the ones that you want to invest in because they're gonna continue to go up. Um, yeah, I don't know about this administration. To be honest with you, man. Benjamin Andrade, God bless you too, my brother. Here on the YouTube, you know it. Uh, Angelito Torcido, are your sisters and brothers as successful as you? Depends on how you define success. I mean, financially, I'm just doing well. Let's put it that way. Um, yeah, I mean, my business, I'm really blessed. I'm blessed because my channel took off. I mean, I've been around a long time, so I have a lot of credibility, and I just have students coming to me from word of mouth, so that helps a lot. Then it's enabled me to jump into other like online businesses where I'm acquiring other websites for cash flow. So yeah. I mean, I've been an entrepreneur all my adult life, so it's like I've always had that mindset. But yeah, Coach, what's the best haircut for game? Whatever you want to pull off, whatever you feel like, man. You could rock that '90s Steven Seagal ponytail, and if you have good game, it won't matter, right? That'll even help you. Marius with a $5 super chat. How many fights, confrontations have you got in while picking up girls, instigated by frustrated AMONs? Has it changed over the years as world has changed? I've gotten into a lot. Yeah, I've gotten into a lot of scuffles, pushing. Um, Back when I started, I would fight back, and then I got in trouble a lot too. I got arrested a lot for fighting, violence. These days, I'm just good at diffusing, so I'm good at diffusing it pretty quickly. And again, I just goes with maturity. I understand where the guy is coming from most times, so seek to understand before trying to be understood, as they say. So now it's like I can understand where the guy's coming from, and I just diffuse. So I'm really good at diffusing now, which is what I teach my students to do. Because back in the day, you would brawl it out with a guy, and it would just be fists, fine. Then shake hands after. Most times, most of the times, like we shook hands after. But these days, people be packing, man. People like be packing. It's not worth it anymore. People just don't want to put up the dukes. They want to like pull out their guns. Do you have courses on how to be an entrepreneur? No, I've kind of thought about like creating a separate course for that. I've done like a series of free coaching business videos, but I've made them unlisted since. I've shared them with a few people. I have a 1,500 member entrepreneurs group, and I do business consulting there. I help do like marketing consulting for startups and stuff like that. Not as much as before right now because my time is just better spent like acquiring other websites and, shooting content. I mean, my time is like way more valuable there than it is like consulting and charging some company 10 grand for like 3 days of my time. I could make more than that just banging out coaching videos. I don't even have to go on boot camp anymore if I don't want to. Ray Channel with a $5 super chat. Have you been to Redding, Mount Shasta? Yes, California. Absolutely. Are girls same in LA as up here? No. No, man. Those LA girls, like out in Redding in Mount Shasta, you really have no competition. So you have like the world at your fingertips. Where in LA, you're competing against movie producers, celebrities, professional athletes, actors. You're competing against all these dudes. I remember I was at the bungalow in Santa Monica. One of the last times I was there before COVID. I was gaming this Latin girl, And you know who else was gaming her as I was gaming her? Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens. And then also Tobey Maguire was there the night before, Spider-Man. So yeah, it's very different. It's very different. The only good part about being in LA is you have an abundance of hot women to approach, right? You have a lot of volume, whereas in Reading you don't have that. But the good part about that is you don't need that. All you need is one good target, right? That's all you need. All right. Sahib Ahmed, Matt, please respond. One of your videos, moving around help. Yeah, called Mojo and Testosterone. Go see that video. And with that said, guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Bruce Lee, bow. And I will see you on the next one. Hit me up on IG, add me at Matt Cross Official. Jump into 7 Months to Mastery. Just click the link below. It's down below in the description box, I'm sure. And Isaac Bethany, I'll answer one more. Hopefully my battery doesn't die. Didn't phrase the question correctly. When should I show my friend more red pill videos? He broke up with her today. He's kind of blue pill. ASAP. You should show it to him like now, okay? Because he has nothing to do and he's probably down in the dumps and he's probably listening to sad music. So he should start watching red pill videos like now. What I used to advise guys do, like after they went through a harsh breakup, was just to spend like a few days watching some comedy, right? Like maybe watch some Eddie Murphy or something, like a comedic skit, or some Dave Attell, or whoever your favorite comedian is, just to start laughing again and just get your mindset in a different frame. But now I tell guys, just go straight to the red pill. Just start watching red pill videos because you'll kind of get pissed off about what she did to you, right? Obviously, don't lash out at her. Just cut her off, but just it'll help you to move on. It'll help you to move on. So yeah, as soon as possible. The sooner, the better. And with that said, guys, I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you for being part of the live stream tonight. Really appreciate it. And you guys enjoy your Friday night. Go out there, do some cold approach. Go talk to a cute girl. And if you have a girlfriend right now, go enjoy her. Okay? And if you don't, and you have nothing else to do and you're on lockdown, go get yourself some Taco Bell and enjoy tonight. All right, fellas, I will see you in the next live stream. And also make sure you watch my coaching video that I just uploaded today. I uploaded a good one called The Power of Rejecting Women. The Power of Rejecting Women. It's a good one. Make sure to like that. Add me on Instagram at Matt Cross Official. And I'll probably post some stories tonight while I'm out with my girl. So I will see you in the next one, fellas.